relatively new to Peloton, but I have to say, I was kind of against it on principle for the longest time, but you bike to some sick beats. It really does put that like literal pep in my step. Let's get started with our day. So this is going to be one of those chaotic days where basically Andrew and I will hand Finley off back and forth between each of our meetings. He has meetings for work. I have live sessions, which is basically where a client has hired me for a job and they want to listen to me go through the script live. Sometimes they don't mind if you read through the script a few times and they get to kind of pick their favorite ones. Other times they want to be there to like live direct you, tell you, sound more energetic, try it saying a different way. This is actually pronounced that way. It kind of cuts down on revision sometimes if it's like a harder script or a bigger script, things like that. I have 2 live sessions today. This one is about to be an hour long. Then in another hour, well, I have Finley for an hour. Then the next 2 hours, I have a live session. And so I filled up my big jug of water, which by the way, if you are struggling to drink water, if your job leaves you really thirsty, if you're nursing, pumping really makes me thirsty, and you just struggle to get enough water in, this is... I laughed so hard when I took it out of the box when it came in. It's a gallon of water, and you think you've seen a gallon, but when they actually put it in this sort of format, it is like, it's giant. It is absolutely giant, and it has motivational things on the front of it so that, I don't know, we're looking for some kind words to get you through the full thing. They're there, but I have to be honest, when I first got this, I was like, am I going to be able to drink this thing? I'm gonna need those sayings or something. I went through the whole thing by 1 p.m. and then drank some more that day. I am thirsty. Thanks, have a good day. Bye. Okay, now I need to save these files and send them over pretty much ASAP. Okay, these Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blonzers have been kicking around my room for a little bit. I've been meaning to try them. They sent them to me as press samples. I think this is Earth Day on the back, so kind of a while ago, and I just haven't gotten around to try them, but I want to, because if you've been with me here on the channel for a while, you'll know that I love the idea of a combo blush bronzer. And the concept doesn't really seem all that complicated, but if you ever tried to use like a lilac blush as a bronzer, it doesn't really work. There's a special quality to a facial powder that it has to have in order to work as both. And so apparently these 3 shades were limited edition, now they're permanent, and they are meant to be used as both blush and bronzer. So let's try them. Oh, they have a hint, more than a hint. They have a little bit of shimmer there to them. Wow, this is Kiss of Rose. This is Kiss of Copper. And this is Kiss of Pink. So here, the 3 of them are next to each other. And then here, they are swatched next to each other. Let's try 2. First, I'm gonna try Kiss of Pink, because this one, when I swatched it here, it looks really light. And like, even on the fairest skin, doesn't look to me like it would be a bronzer. A blush, sure, but not a bronzer. And the instructions, they say, using a fluffy brush. This is a Scott Barnes 64. Apply the powder in a W shape. I'm just reading off of the directions right here. But apply it in a W shape so it looks like the high points of your face are naturally sun-kissed. So let's just, I think it's one of these kinds of things. It's applying nice and smoothly. I am wearing a base already and mascara. I knew I wanted to try these, or I knew I had some of these to try, so I'm only wearing foundation and concealer and mascara. It's layerable, it's shimmery, like it's way more shimmery than I thought it would be, but it's not coming across as like too shimmery, especially on the really textured part of my cheeks right here. Not bad. Now on the other side, I'm doing Kiss of Copper, which, to be totally honest, I don't think coppers normally flatter me all that well. So this is a little risky in my opinion. I think they tend to be too warm for my neutral skin, but that ain't bad. I'm still so shocked that they are as shiny and shimmery as they are and not too shiny and shimmery. Okay, here they are. I do think it's important to add it to the nose since that does seem to be part of the bronzed effect. Oops, I cross-contaminated, but you knew what that side looked like anyway. Okay, here it is applied. It does look like a bronzer and a blush. I think the shades, the formula, the finish is flattering, but do I really think that these products and finishes are all that much different than what I already have going on in my collection? I mean, that's pretty similar. The Charlotte Tilbury is probably a little less shimmery. This is Ecstasy by Charlotte Tilbury, by the way. Oh, wow. And these are almost all very similar to all of these. This Sigma, this is the Core de Rosa palette. It is nothing but like rosy, you know, terracotta, rosy, flesh tone mixtures, including, you know, this one here that has that shimmer. And the thing is, yes, the shimmers in these are super duper gorgeous and very flattering on the skin. There's really nothing that says you can't combine a matte blush that you have that matches some of these colors with a similar highlight that has like a similar sort of finish. Combine those two and you would have, you know, a very similar blush shredder product. If, however, this would be totally unique to you and in your collection, kind of like all new products, guys. If you think you see a need or opening and where you think these are just pretty and you think you'll wear them, obviously they're great. They're not awful products. They're amazing products. You just might already have some similar products in your collection. So that is Bailey's Beauty Review Corner. Who thought we were still doing reviews on this channel? Not me. Didn't go quite as planned. The 1 hour live session was 15 minutes and the 2 hour live session was 3 hours and a little bit over. So I drank a lot of water. And the funny thing is, I've actually had like a different water bottle already today when I was working out. So it's a lot of water. I'm very thirsty. But now the day is winding down. And also I had to say, the blush actually wore really nicely throughout the day. My booth was so hot during that really long live session. And so I'm glowy and dewy and it really only like meshed with the blush to make it just, I do really like it. The formula is really nice. Very, very beautiful formula and very beautiful finish. I like that. Okay, now let's get on with our night.